And we are live. Hello, welcome to the Flipside. I'm Sam.
I'm Jessie.
And this is 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning, which is not as early as we normally do it.
Or as much as early as I like.
No. She would do it at 5 o'clock in the morning if I let
7:30 at least.
No, that's too early. Too early. Good morning, Sam and Jessie, Victoria says. Good morning, Victoria. And Micah is here as well. Good to see you. Vanessa is here. I can actually attend an entire chat.
What?
Vanessa says. Very cool. We are we're going to be doing a game day today at our church in the atrium. It's Grace City Church in Wenatchee, Washington. So if you are watching this, I know none of you are, but if you're watching
6 hours, 7
and
hours
you're
away.
within a reasonable amount of time, you are welcome to come check us out. Come check out our game day. We start at 3 p.m. and we go until 9. So it's just 6 hours, but we provide dinner. And
Tonight's chicken sandwiches.
if you want to bring snacks or something like that, absolutely feel free to do that. It's going to be in the church atrium, and we have a little play silo for.
And by little, we mean a
littles.
3-story.
Yeah.
Huge.
It is actually the size of a grain silo.
It is a grain silo.
And it has 3 floors, and the kids can play. The little ones can play inside there if you wish. So if you are watching this and you have little kids and you're saying to yourself, there's no way I could go to a game day because I have little kids. That's not true anymore. So,
Or just bring little kids to a game day when I'm there.
That's true as well.
I mean, really.
She'll transform into super kindergartner teacher and go for it.
So.
Girls' Day today. Yeah, it looks like it.
Nice.
Nothing but ladies in the chat room.
Love it.
Game day, I want to come. Well, hit the road. See you in a little bit. Looks like it's just the ladies in the chat so far. That is true.
Then I should man the chat.
I'll get the supersonic jet ready so I can make it there on time.
Yes, I like what you're thinking.
Yeah. Gospel Kingdom website, what's up? What's up? I will be teaching Pillars of the Earth today. Do you still have a copy? I do not. Pillars of the Earth was way back in the day. And I believe that stayed in the Dice Tower library back when we played it. I think the Dice Tower has a copy of that in their library. Pretty sure they do, but no, I didn't hang on to that one. It was one that we had around, but it wasn't mine. It was never mine.
Do you think you know without looking? Like if somebody were to say, do you have this game, Pillars of, what did they say?
Pillars of the Earth.
Pillars of the Earth. You say, no, I don't have that.
Yeah.
So if somebody were to say, do you have blah, 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 do you think you would know it without looking at your game wall, without being home?
Yes.
Or out and about, somebody says,
generally
do
speaking,
you have Azul stained glass? And you'd be able to say,
yes.
Okay, see. That's pretty awesome. That's a lot of knowledge.
Well, I mean, it's not really knowledge necessarily. It's just the fact that there's a tactile reference of purchasing the game or reviewing the game and being able to keep it or something. It's more of that. It's not, I don't consider that knowledge more than I would consider it like an experiential memory. You know, I guess it is knowledge, but you know something, but...
Because I clearly don't know all the games you have.
Pillars of the Earth was only $10 on Amazon last week. Might still be on sale now. Yeah, I thought about it. It's just that I definitely do not have a dearth of games right now. I have too many games, and I need to stop buying games. I may or may not have backed 2 more games yesterday. So, yeah.
Good choice, Emmy.
Well, no, they were good choices. One of them I know you will absolutely approve of, Panda Spin. The little card game that we played at that Tom and Danny taught us.
They taught us it. Yeah.
And then we played it again with
We played
another
it like
couple.
2 times. We played it with Brian, didn't we? Brian and Gaming from ADHD. Did we play it with him?
No, it was not. It was right before we sat down and played some games with them. But I can't remember. It was a man and his wife, and they had it.
Yeah.
And they were going to teach us, but we had already learned how to play. And I can't remember their names. Dang it. I'm so bad with names. Anyway, so that's on the way.
That's a fun one.
The deluxe version.
Does it come with a plushie?
No. With the new expansion. So there you have it.
What's the other game you may or may not have practiced today?
A game called... It's actually an older game called Whale Riders, and I think the company is running this campaign to offset some of the new tariff charges. Because it is an older game. It's by Reiner Knizia, which is one of the reasons why. Because you tend to like Reiner's games, and it's got Vincent Dutrait's artwork on it.
Well, seems like a good combo.
Yep. So and there is another game that I'm going to be... I have a problem. I'm going to be seeking out. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to buy it yet. But it's got Vincent Dutrait's artwork on it. And the Dice Tower just reviewed it. And it looks really good. And it looks a little bit like Aqua, as far as gameplay is concerned. But it's jungle, not oceans. Looks a little bit like it. Not a lot, because it uses cards, and the cards have... But it uses these little flower tiles, and so, I don't know. We'll see. Okay. All that to say, I don't think I'm going to be going to purchase Pillars of the Earth. Because it's a good game, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it'll hit the table very much here. And that's what I really want to do. I want a game that I can take to game day and be confident that it could absolutely hit the table. And I just don't know that that's one of them. It will for a couple of times, but longevity, probably not. I may head back to Kennywood today, despite the cold. There's a meetup there this afternoon.
Nice.
Go for it. Column of Fire is now $10. Oh, so they're just going down the Pillars of the Earth, then Column of Fire, and I can't remember what the other one was. I think there were 3. Knowledge is Power, Guard It Well. Me looking forward to the Dawn of War remaster coming up. Dawn of War is I believe he's talking about the Warhammer 40K video game.
Oh.
And they are remastering it. I think that's what he's talking about. Knowledge is Power, Guard It Well. That sounds like a 40K reference. I bought Reese's dipped animal crackers this morning
I saw them at Costco.
Haven't tried them yet. They seem like something you'd like for a taste test.
I know. It would be nice to do a taste test that would actually be good.
Well, we did for you. Like the first 4.
Oh, yeah, those were good.
We're like, oh, this is amazing. And the rest of us were like about to puke. The last 2 have been ones that she didn't like. And now she's like, well, it'd be nice to do 1. Whatever. She's usually the one picking stuff. And she's like, oh, that looks good. Sam will hate it. We're going to do this one.
I told him, he's like, Aiden picked out the next one.
Yeah.
And it looks a little too spicy for me. But I'm all in. We'll try. And I said, fine. The more you choose spicy stuff, the more likely I am to just turn back to beets.
We are not doing beets. We're not doing it. And we're not talking about the headphones, all right? We're not talking about the headphones. We're talking about the red things that come out of the earth tasting like dirt. Juicy dirt. Mud. They taste like mud.
I do know.
Yes, they do. They taste like mud. Your last taste test looked awful.
Which one was that?
We just posted another one this morning, so...
That one was awful, too.
What, the tangy ketchup ones?
I didn't like that one.
No, those were
See, you guys
fine.
liked that one. I didn't like that one at all.
Those were fine. That reminded me of spicy ketchup from
The
Whataburger.
pica limon, was that the last one we
That's
did?
the one she's talking about. And yes, it was horrendous. Do not, if you see that in the wild, walk away.
Don't just get it.
It's gross. It's literally gross. It's
salt.
literally salt
Lemon salt.
and lemon powder flakes mixed with some kind of spicy powder flakes. It's literally you're like eating spices. It's disgusting. Like, those are things that's supposed to go on a food.
No,
It's not supposed to be eaten by itself.
it's a candy. You eat it by itself.
I'm not talking about how they actually eat it by itself. I'm saying they're doing it wrong. They need to be putting that on food. And that it might taste good then. But just by itself? No. Gross. Beats by Dre with EETS.
Beats by Dre.
And then Beats by Dre give two different vibes.
Right? I got to turn off my ring. It's going crazy.
Beets are nasty. They 100% taste like dirt. Guess who said that without looking?
David.
No.
I don't know.
Your homegirl, Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Yeah.
Beets are good.
In your faces.
Beets, feta cheese, a little balsamic vinegar over it. Oh my gosh.
And then she says, now beets, Beats. I like those.
I know, it's good.
I have a pair. Beet soup from Russia, borscht.
Yes. Yes.
My wife makes it. She is from Russia.
With the sour cream and...
Okay, a soup with beets in it,
No, it's
with
like...
other things to cover up the
No,
dirt
it's
taste. Fine, I'll try that. But I'm not going to eat a vegetable that tastes like it grew in the earth, which it did, I know. But potatoes grew in the dirt. They don't taste like dirt. I love potatoes. But beets? No. You're literally putting dirt in your mouth.
What about like beet chips? You know, dried and crunchy.
Crunchy dirt. That's what that sounds like. Dry, crunchy beets sounds like crunchy dirt.
Oh my
You're
gosh,
eating dried dirt.
He makes me laugh so much. Why are my glasses so dirty?
Borscht is cold. Cold beet soup. See, I didn't know that. I didn't know borscht was served cold. Now it doesn't sound very good anymore. It's like red mud slop.
Oh,
Now
gosh.
beets, let's see. Beets are amazing, Ryan says. Oven roasted with balsamic vinegar.
Yes, little feta.
Chèvre cheese.
Yes.
Arugula. Arugula is just bitter lettuce. Come on, stop calling it something that sounds fancy. Honey mustard and a toasted wheat bun is bliss. Okay, here's the thing. You
sounds
added.
great.
Look, no. You think you're
Roasted beets.
no, here, listen. Listen to all of the things that you had to add to that sandwich to make it taste good. Honey mustard, toasted wheat bun, chèvre cheese, balsamic vinegar. You had to add all of those, and arugula, you're crazy. You had to add all those things to your heavenly roasted beets just to make it taste good. To cover up the dirt smell, the dirt taste. That's what you have to do. No, I'm not going to do it. My grandma used to make a beet cake.
Yes.
It was the best chocolate cake ever.
Yeah, I've done a beet cake. I used to do beet cupcakes, chocolate beet cupcakes.
Not while I've been around.
No, I don't do it around you, I know. I did that one. Nobody cared what I cooked.
Okay, so Gospel Kingdom says that they eat their borscht hot. So I'm back on the wagon now. If it's hot, okay. Cold soup is gross. Period. End of discussion. Any kind of soup that's cold is gross. I used to be totally. They had a Korean dish called naengmyeon. It literally came with ice cubes in it, and it was cold noodles. That's what naengmyeon means. Cold naeng and then myeon, noodles. Naengmyeon. That's where myeon. That's noodles. Yeah, hot noodles. No. Cold. See, cold to me automatically triggers dessert for some reason. Maybe not dessert, but like not meal.
Sure.
Unless it's like breakfast where you're eating cold cereal. But anyway, cold beet soup, no thank you, Vanessa says. I agree. Beet cake might be interesting, Vanessa says.
I'm going to make it.
Gospel Kingdom says, now his wife is Russian and she's the one that makes the borscht. And he says, I've never had it cold. So maybe everybody else is doing it the wrong way. So everybody was like, it's a cold dish. And then Gospel Kingdom says, no, it's not. And I think he might be right.
I can't remember. I ate it a bunch when I was in the Czech. But I don't remember if it was hot or cold. I don't remember. I remember the flavor.
Micah says, okay, Ryan makes the dinner and Scott the dessert today. I'll be there eating. No, I'll eat oven roasted beets by themselves too.
I love oven roasted beets.
You just added to the case. My case file has enough evidence to prove now, Ryan, that you are crazy. Vanessa says, I like arugula. Yeah, but you're an arborist. You probably eat tree bark too. Sushi is about the only meal I'll eat cold.
It should be very cold.
Again, but sushi doesn't necessarily feel like a meal. I know it is, but it doesn't feel like a meal to me. It feels like a snack.
Right.
You know? But, I mean, I will have a meal's worth of it, and it will be a meal, but it just feels like a snack. Stetson is here. What's up, Stetson? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Terrier Halo cold beer soup is just cereal. What are you doing? Don't do that. There is a little bit in my brain that just went, I wonder what Frosted Flakes and beer taste like. I went there just a little bit, and then the rest of my brain said, whoa, 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 whoa. Come on back. Come on back. And so I stopped. But cold beer soup, no, don't do that, Terrier. That's not good for you.
In the Czech, they drank their beer warm.
That's
Frequently, their beer was warm. Sometimes it was cold,
see,
but frequently their beer was warm.
I can't. Hot chocolate, coffee, those are warm drinks.
It wasn't hot. It was just warm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just said warm. I just said warm drinks. They're not hot. Anything that's clear shouldn't be hot.
Broth.
Again,
Ramen broth.
you shouldn't
hot.
drink ramen broth either.
The only thing I like the ramen broth.
She will put it in one of these and walk around with
do.
it. And people will be like, oh, look, she's so healthy drinking water. No, she's drinking broth. Ryan says, I played Pioneer Days with a fan-made solo variant and was reminded about how much I enjoy Pioneer Days.
Oh, that's fun.
I don't remember ever having played Pioneer Days, but I do. No, I think I did.
Handmade,
I think we played it on the Dice Tower away.
I like a handmade variant. That's cool. Fan-made, handmade variant. That's cool.
Something like a sandwich doesn't count. Something like a sandwich doesn't count. Sure. Gaming with ADHD. Brian is here. What's up, dude? He said, and voice of reason, the guy with ADHD. Sure. Okay, here we go. Brian says, I had a cold mango soup on our cruise. It tasted like melted ice cream. I'm not sure why it was called soup. It's because they had mango ice cream the night before and it melted. And they said, these stupid white people will think this is a fancy soup. Let's just serve it again. That's what happened. I'm positive. No, it's probably not what happened. But
Coughing today.
morning, kids. Yeah, good morning, Brian. You have weird thoughts about arborists.
See? I know. He's like, you just eat tree bark. That's what he says. And I'm like,
Terrier Halo says, we made tree bark tea in school. It had a flavor. And then Vanessa had a message retracted. What are you saying, Vanessa? Plenty of places they drink ale warmish. Not my thing.
Yeah.
I've seen beer slushies before. I'd rather have a Coke slushie. Same.
Wine slushies are big up here in Walla Walla area.
I'm camping in Gold Bar, just on the other side of the pass from you both.
Oh, I love
Went
it.
to Around the Table Game Pub yesterday. We've been to there.
We've been in that one.
They have amazing prices on used games. They
Nice.
do. I bought 2 used games there. I can't remember. One was the Viking game. I can't remember what it was called. But I see Asgard. I bought a Viking game called Asgard, and then I can't remember what the other one is. We were just talking about how my expansive knowledge of my own collection and all that. No, I don't. But I do remember some stuff. I know we bought 2 used games there. Oh, the other one was Pueblo.
Oh, yeah, I do remember.
Pueblo and
Pueblo.
Asgard. And they did have, both of them were like $15, $20 or something.
Yeah, it was a good price.
That's a good price, yeah.
Camping up in Gold Bar. Nice.
Just had one of the Reese's Animal Crackers.
And
She gave it 3 thumbs up.
3 thumbs up.
So she's alien
Ooh,
today.
I like it.
We played 2 games of Ark Nova and 1 game of Terraforming Mars so far this weekend. It's a good pace. Work in the garden, play for a couple hours, then work some more.
I like it.
I don't know. 2 games of Ark Nova sounds like work to me. So I retracted my message because I hit the return button by accident. My message was incomplete.
I see.
Terrier says we were only going to play Ark Nova once, but we were a bit tired last night, so we wanted to play it a bit more awake today.
Oh, that's valid.
Howdy, howdy, double speeding from the beginning. What's up, David? Good to see you.
David could make it.
I don't know that they'll make it. They could. They absolutely could.
Absolutely got enough time.
Let's see. We also need to. We won't be able to get the 2 winners from It Belongs to Museum out this today because the post office is closed. I forgot about that.
Well,
and
they could be open
it's
today.
Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
They close what, at noon?
I don't know.
On
I think
Saturdays?
So.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Look it up. Look it up. Oh.
I know the Malaga office closes really early.
Oh, well, I'm surprised they even work on Saturday. They're such a small office. I don't know. We'll see what we get played today. We're probably going to take Unmasked Adventures, see if I can get a 4-player game of that in.
It closes at 1.
Oh.
In theory.
We can probably get that out then.
In theory.
Yeah, we can do that. Got 1 game of White Castle in this morning, and we're 2/3 through a 2nd game. Just me, the wife, and the dog at the cabin, so plenty of gaming. Oh, just me, the wife, and the dog at the cabin. That's cool.
That sounds glorious.
Yeah.
Is that somebody who's by Gold Bar? Or is that
No,
somebody
that's
else?
Terrier Halo.
Nice.
Stetson McElhaney is
Up at Gold Bar.
up at Gold Bar. I mean, they could make it.
Oh, they can make it easy.
They could easily make it. We're doing a game day today, Stetson.
I know
You're
you're
just-
camping.
You're just 3 hours away, buddy.
But you're like 2.5 from
You
where
might
you
have
are.
to leave somebody to watch your campsite, but you could get back tonight. You definitely do.
Back in your sleeping bag by tonight.
We own a permanent campsite in Gold
it.
Bar and camp most summer weekends. My shopping haul in Linwood yesterday was Fractured Sky Deluxe used, then Deep Regrets and Iliad from Zulus.
Oh, nice.
Oh, maybe some Tales to Amaze tonight. That's a good suggestion. Well, there you have it. We played a 3-player game of it yesterday. Got our butts kicked.
We were terrible.
I mean, kicked.
We were
Whatever
terrible.
do not have the combination of the Loveland Frog,
Oh, he was terrible.
the Skunk Ape, and the Tarantula. Don't
And
put
those
that.
cards.
And yeah, we did that. Those 3 were the minions. We were playing against the
Alien.
Martian Invader, and we had 2 event cards that just made it more difficult. And
We were.
that's a bad combo. Or rather, maybe we were using Dr. Jill Trent, Annie Christmas, and Golden Bat. Replace Golden Bat with Tesla,
Maybe we would have had
and
a
I think
chance.
that might have been better.
We had no
think that might have
ranged
been better.
fighters, so
Well, we had one ranged
Yeah.
sidekick. Sidekick! Well, I am solo camping. Well, and it's your site, so it's not like anybody's going to steal it.
jump on up.
Come on
Pass is
over,
clear.
man. I think that one works well both with 2 and 4 players. Yeah, I think it does. I think it actually probably, well, I don't know. We'll see. The more players you add, the harder it becomes.
This one?
Yes.
It
Because
goes up to 4.
because you add 10 points of health to the monster, the boss, with every player. So if you're playing with 40, if you're
have
playing with
40 points
four
of hit
people, it's
points.
40 hit points for the monster. Plus you have 4 minions.
I mean, but if each one is hitting him like 3 or 4 times every turn.
Well, the problem
like,
is that the
maybe.
Loveland Frog after 4
Holy
rounds,
crackers.
the Loveland round after 4 rounds is hitting you for 4 times. He has 4 initiative cards in the deck at that point.
kicked our butt.
And so it's like that on top of the tarantula wasn't that big of a deal. The tarantula kind of just died quickly.
fine.
But it did put out 2 webs, which apparently don't get removed from the game afterwards.
Right, you have to move around
and
them.
then you have to move around them. It shuts down parts of the board. So it was a tough game. I think we had, 16? It had, the Martians had
12 or
16 hit points
16,
left
yeah.
or something like that. We got our butts kicked. And so it knocked...
Die.
Yeah, it was
die.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it knocked out a hero, 2 heroes and 2 sidekicks, and a 3rd hero.
Yeah. That was brutal.
And the skunk ape was still alive, and the Martians were still alive. That was horrible. But I need to go back to Centralia today. Playing Bus and Cyclades tonight with some friends at Olympia Cards and
Oh,
Comics.
super fun.
Fine, be that way, Stetson. We didn't want you to come anyway. We were just being nice.
Or have your friends drive up to Gold Bar. You drive them over to our game night.
Ooh.
Then you guys get to hang with different people.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
And then you drive back. See?
Nah, leave him alone.
Fine.
David Brownlee says, beets. Tutta Bella has a good beet salad with goat cheese. Still catching up. Gross. Beet salad with goat cheese. No. I'm telling you, the goat cheese covers up the dirt smell, the dirt taste. I'm telling you. You have to pair beets with things that cover up the taste. That's why people like it. Nobody likes just eating beets.
I will make you roasted
You have
beets.
to do something. See, that's the thing. What did you do to when you roasted them? Put some olive oil on there?
You put olive oil on carrots when you roast them.
I know.
You put olive oil on radishes when you roast them.
I know.
You put
Radishes
olive
are
oil
nasty
on,
too, by the way.
You put olive oil on Brussels sprouts. And
Yes,
you
I
love
do.
Brussels sprouts.
I do, yeah. I do. But Brussels
Olive
sprouts,
oil is just making it crunchy.
Brussels sprouts don't taste like dirt.
But I'm putting the same thing I do on it. So that's not a qualifier.
Okay, so it's still disgusting then. It still tastes like dirt. It's just
beets. I'm going to buy fresh beets and make you
dirt.
roasted beets.
Crunchy dirt. Roasted dirt. There's a Centralia in Pennsylvania that is ghost town because the mine beneath it caught fire and continues to burn today.
What?
Can they not go put it out? I mean, I would imagine it's something to the effect of it's not worth...
Right.
The worth of the mine isn't worth the cost of life it would possibly take to go put it out. It's not worth the risk. Maybe that's it. I don't know. That sounds horrifying, though.
I want to look that up.
Lightly fried goat cheese is so delicious in salad. Brie cheese is Vanessa's favorite. Brie cheese with honey or jam.
Oh my gosh. Brie. Oh, I'm adding brie to the stuff we're bringing to graduation. That's
Carrier Halo says, blind test challenge. Beet or dirt? Yes. Carrots, radishes, beets. What seems to be similar that you could cook them the same way? They were all dirt. They're all grown in the dirt. So you have to do something to them to get the dirt taste out.
potatoes.
Not potatoes. Potatoes don't taste like dirt.
I gotta add that to my list of things to look at.
What?
Centralia.
The correct flavor profile of beets is earthy. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good word.
And what's
Thank
the
you.
earth made out of? Dirt. Yes, it's a very interesting story.
I'm adding it to look up later.
Oh, Stetson. He said Gorgonzola is his favorite cheese. We just had a bout with Gorgonzola the other day.
You did.
No, thank you. Some whack job down at, what's the name of that place?
McGlynn's.
McGlynn's decided to put Gorgonzola on their apple bacon pizza. And I was like, okay, I like bacon. Never had Gorgonzola. It'll probably taste fine. It's on a pizza. And let's not even talk about the apple slices that they put on there. Apple slices on pizza. It's not good.
Welcome to Wenatchee. Our
No.
Tom and Mary Beth here. We're going to take you there.
And we're going to make them eat.
Apple
The
gorgonzola
apple
pizza.
Bacon gorgonzola pizza.
No, we're going to take them to dill pickle pizza. We need to try that.
No.
I've had it. I had
No.
it. No. Lindsay brought it into work and it was super good.
This coming from the person that likes beets?
You liked the tangy ketchup chips.
That's right.
Those were gross.
No, it wasn't.
Those were gross.
No, it wasn't. They weren't. They were fine. Gorgonzola.
I
They're
like brie.
all root vegetables. Correct, Vanessa, which means that they were grown in the dirt. Scott Drews, I live in Wisconsin. All cheese is my favorite.
Yes.
That's like
Yes. All
That's-
apples are my favorite. I live in Wenatchee.
that. No, that is not true. All apples
don't-
are not your
no.
favorite. That's
Honey
a lie.
Crisp, Pink Lady, Cosmic Crisp, Honey Crisp, Pink Lady, Cosmic Crisp are my three go-to. I'll take Fuji.
Gorgonzola steak salad is my favorite.
Oh, yes. That's yummy.
Gorgonzola is a moldy cheese. No likey.
Who says no likey?
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Yeah, it's a moldy cheese. It means it's already gone bad. You're literally eating mold.
Penicillin is made from
That's-
mold. That's good.
I know,
See,
but
you're
that's a
getting healthy.
medicine.
You're getting healthy.
I don't go around drinking medicine, drinking penicillin. Oh, I'm so good. I'm going to make myself a penicillin soup. It's awesome. No, thank you. It's
We have-
moldy blue cheese with a fancy Italian name. So it's blue cheese, which is already kind of going south, and then you let it go further south and put a fancy
There's
name on
another one that's one step more. What is it?
Rochefort.
Oh, yeah, that's the one.
No, I don't know that.
It's something like that.
That's
it's
a
like,
line from the Three Musketeers.
There's another cheese that's one level above.
Rochefort. Isn't that a smelly kind of a cheese?
I think that's what it is.
We had leftover gorgonzola and tomato pizza for breakfast. Wait a minute. You had leftover moldy cheese pizza? That's disgusting, dude. French fries on pizza is tasty. I've had potato pizza before. Potato pizza is not bad because potatoes are good. They're a good conveyor of many different flavors. What? The grossest cheese is subjective, but the Casu Marzu, Sardinian for rotten cheese, is often considered the most repulsive due to its, hold on to your hats, kids, live maggot infestation. It's a traditional sheep's milk cheese where flies lay eggs inside and the larvae, maggots, develop and move within the cheese. You people are crazy.
I'm not eating that.
Why would you eat cheese that has maggots in it? It's gross. Pickles on pizza is awesome, Ryan says. Gorgonzola and apples on pizza is good too. You're weird,
That's what we
Ryan.
just did.
Yeah, case closed, bro. You're just crazy.
Look at it.
Let me see. What? That looked like a freaking soup bowl. Nope.
Can't even look at it.
It looks like
Share your screen.
it looks like it's been through somebody already. That's disgusting. Why do people eat this stuff?
I'm not eating that. Oh, that one doesn't.
Oh my grossness. A bit south of here, they make a calzone with a burger, with bread and fries, baked into it. The name is a good pun, but in Swedish, so it doesn't work in English. Here in Pittsburgh, we put fries and salad and on sandwiches. It all started with Primanti's. Salads with gorgonzola and pear.
Ooh,
that's
yes.
disgusting. Extra protein? No, thank you.
Ugh, that was so gross.
So
I
not
literally
all
almost...
cheese, Scott says. No maggots for me.
Yeah, that I don't even know where that is sold. Hopefully not anywhere in the United States. That was gross.
David says, I make a pretty good gorgonzola cream sauce. It's great on penne pasta.
I used to do gorgonzola penne pasta. Yeah. I used to do all kinds of things that you would not eat. That's why I don't cook them.
Here's the thing. I don't mind blue cheese. Like blue cheese, salad dressing,
yes.
and blue cheese on...
on a charcuterie board.
Yeah, charcuterie board, something like that. That's fine. But the gorgonzola, it's too... I'm just going to use this word, rancid. It's too much.
It's too much.
It's too much.
He's got a sensitive palate.
No, I don't have a sensitive palate. I have a sane palate. I'm not crazy. Why do people eat this stuff? Hey, Sam, I'll give you $1 if you eat that.
That's why people eat it.
No. See, I don't do that. I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't say, hey, now if somebody says, come up, would you punch your best friend in the stomach for $1 million? Absolutely, because I'll make it right. But I'm not going to eat something that's going to make me sick just to make a buck. Just not going to do it. So these taste tests that we're doing,
we're just doing it for fun.
We're just doing it for fun. We're not actually pushing the envelope. Like I don't.
Of grossness. Some of these people do they got a puke bucket on the side, and we're not really doing that.
Those are fun to watch.
I can't do those. I can't even watch those.
I've seen your food shorts. You are crazy. No, we've done nothing crazy. These are potato chips. They're literally just potato chips.
The gas station, okay? They're not like
potato chips and Peeps, marshmallow Peeps.
Okay,
Come on.
Hated the Peeps.
There is nothing crazy. They were disgusting. I'll never eat them again. But it's not like I'm eating 2-week-old cheese.
You ate the peanut butter and jelly Reese's peanut butter cups.
Okay, nothing in that sentence is bad. Peanut butter, yes. Jelly, yes. Reese's peanut butter cups, yes. Put those 3 together, I'm in like Flynn. Period. Hard stop. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, why did we do it then? Because we didn't think we would dislike it. Well, because
We just thought we would try it. It was new to
yeah,
us.
it's something new. That's
And we're
it.
just doing it for fun.
But
We're not
my goodness.
becoming a taste testing channel. We're just doing things for fun.
Yeah.
We frequently are like Wednesday night, hey, we got nothing going on. Let's all record something.
But the worst food I've ever had is the gold can military rations with ravioli we sometimes got during military service.
Oh,
Yeah, that's.
I bet.
I can imagine. Military rations are definitely nothing to be
Oof,
trifled
I
with.
can bet. Thank you for
They have one purpose and one purpose only, and that
get
one
the food
purpose
in the butt.
is not taste.
no.
It's to keep
Soldiers
energy.
alive.
It's called
caloric intake.
Yes, that's
It's
calories and energy. That's
Yep.
all military rations are supposed to be doing. Let's see.
Costco has the just in case packages again.
Really?
The 5-day meal survival buckets.
We should get one of those.
We should get 5. There's 5 of us.
No, but we should get one of them at least, and that's what we do on the.
Oh, we do a 5-day. Okay, I'm up for that.
Let's see. I've seen your food show. Okay, we already read that. I did love the show Bizarre Foods by Andrew Zimmern.
I remember watching that.
Definitely
too.
had a steel palate and an iron gut.
Blech.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that
Yeah,
people
see, there's
go
things
into.
that we're not
People
eating.
go into other countries and eat stuff
I'm
that.
not eating whatever that cheese was called.
Yeah, that's gross. When are you and JT playing a heavy euro while eating progressively hotter peppers? Never. Never. That doesn't even sound remotely like something we're going to do. Never. That's the crazy part. I'm not going to do something that's going to make me, that I know is going to make
that
me
was funny.
throw up. I know it.
No, it just makes you a little loopy. You've seen the.
No,
they get a little.
people throw
I know,
up. That
not-
that can produce a gag reflect.
Yeah, we're not doing anything like
reflex.
that. Like, one thing we will never ever try in this house, in my entire house, is we will not own a can of sardines in this house. Because if they are even
sardines is
opened,
nasty. Yeah,
I'm
they
done.
Smell.
I'm done.
Stetson says, when I was a youth pastor, we did the Peeps Taste Challenge of all the different kinds of Peeps.
Nice.
We also did the Jelly Belly Gross Beans Taste
Oh,
Challenge.
yeah, I've done that.
Yeah. That again is like, nah. I love Peeps, Vanessa says, but those sour ones sounded awful. And
They were that terrible.
They were. Just give me plain old regular Peeps.
Yes.
Al Hernandez is here. What's up, Al?
Which
Good to
you
see
can buy
you.
all season, all year. You don't have to buy them seasonally.
I can only find the grape jelly here in Texas, and they taste real good. He's talking
with
about
the PB&J,
PB&Js.
the Reese's ones.
My mom bought one of those kits a while ago, Vanessa says.
What kind of kit?
From Costco.
Oh, the emergency kits. Yeah.
I think Andrew ate that maggoty cheese on one of his episodes. I recall seeing the wiggly maggots.
Oh,
crawling
no,
in
no,
it.
no, 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 no,
No.
no, no.
It's-
100
I
times
don't-
no.
No. I mean, see, here's the thing. I understand that. I understand. Okay, look.
Yeah.
I understand how sometimes foods come into being. Things happen. And when you are strapped, you don't have a whole lot of money, you got to eat what you have. And if you can eat this stuff and it doesn't make you sick and it doesn't kill you, but it keeps you alive, I get it. We don't have to do that anymore. You know? I mean, there might be some people out there that do, but generally, like Andrew Zimmern, he definitely didn't need to do it. And I bet you anything, the people that he was with that were having him eat it, they don't have to eat that food anymore either. Maybe they think it's good, but I don't know. That's just gross. I do not endorse eating food that can make you throw up next to expensive board games. I don't endorse that either.
I mean, you could play a Euro game with some weird snacks that you have to keep nibbling on.
Speaking of gag reflex, you should try natto on a short. I've only had it once, and that was enough.
What is it?
Don't even remember the taste. It's a texture problem.
Yeah. What is natto? N-A-T-O?
N-A-T-T-O. N-A-T-O is NATO, and I'm not trying them either.
It's a cheese? Natto cheese?
No, that's nacho cheese.
No.
What's wrong with you?
Japanese natto fermented.
See, anything
soybeans.
with fermented in there? No.
Yeah, we're not doing anything.
Traditional Japanese food made from fermented soybeans. Oh, that's that. Oh, okay. That's that. It looks like it's cheesy, but it's not.
Yeah. It's
like boiled beans or something like that.
It kind of looks like that. Yeah, and it's like stringy. Nope.
It's a great source of vitamin K2, which helps with bone health and calcium
I'll
absorption.
take my sauerkraut. I'm fine. Thank you very much.
As well as iron, magnesium, and potassium. It also contains nattokinase, a probiotic enzyme that's good for digestion.
Not disagreeing that it might be good for you.
It's packed with nutrients and doesn't contain artificial colors or preservatives.
Nice.
It's considered a superfood. It's a popular breakfast food with a slimy texture.
Blech.
Has a distinctive smell and flavor.
Oh, no. None of that is going in our house. He says it can be eaten with soy sauce and mustard.
Okay, so here's some tips for making natto. You ready?
No.
Ready? Soak the beans for at least 12 hours to help them hydrate evenly and cook faster. All right, that's cool. That's good. Next step. You ready? Add bacteria while the beans are hot. Add Bacillus subtilis spores to the beans while they're still warm from the stove as the bacteria is heat activated. Use sterile containers. Yeah, that kind of goes without saying when you're cooking foods. Boil all utensils and containers to reduce the risk of contamination. Yes. Use shallow containers. Allow for better heat distribution and more surface area to exposure to air, which helps with fermentation. Chill the natto. So this is a great idea. You put bacteria in your food, boil it, and then you let it chill. Great. After the fermentation process, chill the natto for 12 hours before eating so the flavor can develop and the bacteria can continue to break down the proteins. Are you crazy? We just watched a new show last night, one episode of it, called Gordon Ramsay's Secret Service.
Something like that.
That's what it's called. And so basically, it's a derivative of his Kitchen Nightmares show.
Which I do love.
Where he goes in and he, just basically turns everybody up on their heads and gets the restaurant moving in the right direction again, most of the time. Sometimes he runs into very stubborn buttheads
roadblocks
that don't listen to a five-star Michelin restaurant.
And there was one who was like, "I'm not gonna. What does your advice matter?"
So they had a skill saw that they were using.
No, a bandsaw.
A bandsaw, right? That they were using to cut their
pork
chops and their ribs. And they hadn't cleaned that thing.
And they don't know when.
In months. We'll just say that. Gordon did a swab of it. And he said that you can have it come up to 30 parts in the swab. If you have a 30 parts of bacteria in the swab, you'll pass.
Right, but if you're at 31, you don't pass.
If you're at 31, you don't pass. 5,550 parts. Bacteria were growing on this thing like nobody's business, and they were using it on a daily. Anyway, he took a swab and actually had it sent away. He used an on-site thing to get that reading. He sent it away. The guy came back, put it under a microscope, and there were all these things moving around in it. And the guy said this, and this is absolutely true as far as I understand. It's not necessarily the bacteria, because you can cook the food and kill the bacteria. It's all the waste that's left behind. Bacteria's waste is one of the things that makes you sick. You can kill the bacteria with the heat, but you're eating bacteria poop. Basically. No, I'm not eating natto. Sorry. Especially when you knowingly inject bacteria to make it. No, thank you.
It was pretty funny. I was telling Sam, I frequently like Gordon Ramsay shows. I don't love the ones where he's super angry and yelly.
Yeah.
That kind of stresses me out. And sometimes Kitchen Nightmares, I think that's why they're doing this like secret thing. Because you can imagine the stress level when Gordon Ramsay comes in to do a remodel. Like, okay, I'm coming in and I'm going to yell at everybody and I'm going to tell, like, everybody in the business gets all sneaky.
Yeah.
So.
Vanessa says one of the nastiest things she's tried on is dried squid from Korea.
Oh.
That's not actually that bad. That's like squid flavored bubble gum is what it,
I don't think I can
now
do
they
that
do
one.
actually give dried squid to kids to help with teething. They do that naturally. So that does produce a pretty hefty smell. My daughter Catherine, she was growing up in teething in Korea, and we gave her dried squid all the time. She loved it when she was teething. Micah has to leave. Sorry, got to go. See you on the next one. See you later, Micah. Take care. That's the one, David says. It was the fishiest thing I've ever eaten. I swear it took days for the taste to finally go away. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Terrier Haler says, my mother-in-law used to get these spicy chips, Hawaii something. So spicy, but I could not stop. Always have them when I visit Oregon. They're the ones that we have at church.
Tim's chips. Yeah, I think they're Tim's.
They're not Tim's. They're Hawaiian Luau barbecue or something like that.
Ones. Yeah.
Come in an orange package.
Yeah, those
super
are
good.
Super good.
They're like spicy barbecue.
Yeah.
Spicy barbecue. It's really good.
Them.
Victoria Ketchum says goodbye. David says goodbye. That sounds like a science experiment. That's exactly what it sounds like. What happens when we inject bacteria into this batch of beans? Oh, they turn slimy, and they have this nasty smell and taste. Let's eat it. Oh.
It's so good for us.
No, thank you. Just get the pre-made natto, open, stir, then eat. No, because it already has the bacteria and the bacteria poop in it. No, thank you. I'm not eating food that has a nuclear reactor length warning signs about contamination.
Right?
Stetson says, speaking of fermentation, my favorite coffee are beans that are anaerobically fermented before they're separated from the coffee cherry. It makes the coffee beans taste like fruit juice.
What's that called?
I don't know what that's called. I highly recommend it. A lot of roasters are roasting anaerobic fermented beans. Huh. Isn't yeast a bacteria, though? Vanessa says. Scott says yeast is in the fungus family. Yeast is a fungus, I believe, Ryan says. Sake is fermented with koji, a mold that gets propagated across batches. Another reason not to drink sake. Cool, thanks. Appreciate that. All right, well, let's see.
What else we got going on? Game night?
Mm-hmm. We already talked about game night. I beat Ryan to an answer, Scott says. LOL. Too bad it belongs in a museum day, right? Exactly. Ryan is one of the champions.
Mm-hmm.
There is a type of coffee that comes out in sable poop.
I don't know what that means.
This is what we call an awkward silence.
I don't know what that means.
And Vanessa is, as usual, trying to gear the conversation towards poop for some reason. I don't know what it is. She loves doing this. She loves talking about poop, which is weird because trees don't poop unless you consider sap, like tree diarrhea.
I got nothing.
Am I onto something? I think I might be. A sable is an animal. I know a sable is an animal,
Sable
isn't
is
it?
a color
It's a
to
deer.
me. What is it?
No, it's a deer. It's a deer-like animal, I think.
What is a sable?
S-A-B.
I know it's going to be dark
L-E.
brown.
Nope, it's not a deer-like creature. It's a
weasel-like
It's a
thing.
weasel. It's a species of marten. I was completely wrong. But yes, it's dark brown. Small omnivorous mammals that inhabit dense forests in regions like Russia, Mongolia, and China. They are known for their luxurious fur.
Okay, I have. It's definitely a very northern European only. Russian.
Sake tastes like vodka that was boiled with dirty socks. I love that. That definition is awesome. Sake tastes like vodka that was boiled with dirty socks. That's cool. Also, don't drink vodka either. The animals eat the coffee beans, poop them
we
out,
don't drink.
and weird people pay a lot for them. And since they pay a lot for them, they claim it's good.
That's valid. That happens
No, thank you. The BMW syndrome.
You can pay a lot because it's good, right?
Oh, that's great.
So Western Washington, where we lived before I moved here, we lived up by Mill Creek in north of Seattle. There's actually a creek, Mill Creek. And we met a guy one time at Fred Meyer who told us that he used to hunt mink down in the creek.
Oh, yeah.
And he sold them to Sears Roebuck for coats.
Yeah.
He was older. This was generationally. And I'm like, I've lived in this area. I don't think there are mink up here. I think, like, maybe you're wrong, dude. Like, I know you've lived here, but I've never seen mink down by the creek. So it was like 2 months later, we're down by the creek. We're walking along the boardwalk. And my friend and I came across a baby mink that had been picked up by a bird of prey and punctured. There were the 3 puncture marks for the talons, and then dropped. It wiggled out or got out of its talons. So it was on the path. It was not going to make it. But I was like, are you kidding? I've never seen mink here. And now this guy was talking about it, and now there's baby mink, like in the creek. I was so weirded out. I did not know that happened. It was a really weird, I didn't know. I didn't know.
That's like textbook young person reaction, though. I've never seen that. That's not true.
I did. I was like, what? I go down to that creek every day.
No.
I've never seen anything.
Well, that's because they run away from you people
I
because they used to be hunted.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I was like, and then when we did pick up said baby mink, it was the softest fur I have ever felt. It was like so soft. You know, I have a fox stole, right? In the garage.
A what?
A fox stole.
What is a stole?
It was like you wear it as a shawl.
Okay, the way you just did that means that I never want to see you do that again. It's a shawl.
And you take, it's got a clipper in its mouth.
Okay, that's disgusting.
And it clips onto its own tail.
It's gross.
I'm going to show you. We have a fox
Mink
stole.
are very elusive. Yeah, because people hunted them.
I had no
The
idea.
mink
I literally-
grandpas would sit around the fire and tell the kids stories about how they eluded the...
it was Bothell. It was like a big city, but I was like, I had no, I guess I pictured Bothell rural as cows because being Ellensburg, everything was cows. So I didn't realize it was mink and weasels, and I had no concept. I had no idea.
Matthew Rose is here. What's up, Matthew? Good to see you, bud.
I'm going to get out my
Any
fox
coffee
stall.
that is produced like we talked about is
We're
a
not drinking.
scam. It is a scam. It's like, oh crap, this varmint ate my coffee beans and pooped it out right here. Maybe I can still use it.
What I'm confused about is I thought coffee trees grew in tropical areas.
We actually have them in PA
The
too.
sable is definitely not in a tropical area. I'm just curious.
I didn't know Japanese people injected their foods with bacteria.
Right?
You learn something new every day.
We do.
We actually have them in Pennsylvania too.
Mink?
I
Yeah.
would imagine.
I mean, I guess they would live kind of near water, and I understand that. I was blown away.
Maybe they swam here through the rivers and everything.
The mink?
I mean, you said you were walking along the river.
We were walking along the creek.
Now that people use game cameras, a lot of rarely seen animals are now being spotted more often.
Oh, yeah.
That sable you talked about is used for fancy paintbrushes. The fur. You can,
Yeah.
yes.
North American mink, semi-aquatic.
Which means they can swim.
Right.
They just don't live in water. Shove your back. I don't know what that means. And it's coming from Matthew, so I don't know if I want to know what that means. Matthew. Shove your back. I don't understand what that means.
Mink are found throughout the United States, except Arizona.
They don't go to Arizona.
I'm just saying.
There's probably a good reason why they don't go to Arizona, too.
Yeah, no, I like the game cams and stuff that you can see, or even the animals that you see on your Ring camera. Like, I like that. Mink are crazy.
Vanessa
I don't have.
says that she thinks it's a serval, not a sable.
Ah, that makes more sense because that's tropical.
And it also makes more sense because it's a cat. Oh, a cat pooped this out. Let's try it.
Because the sables are, they geographically live in north Russia. And coffee beans grow in tropical regions, so I'm confused.
Let's see. Serval.
Coffee?
Coffee.
Serval
beans.
cat coffee. It comes up. Kopi Luwak.
Kopi Luwak is whatchamacallit. Scott actually said.
Coffee made from partially digested coffee cherries that are eaten by the Asian palm civets.
And then collected from their droppings. That's a
Whole
job
nother
to have.
process
That's a
to
job
add
to
into
have,
the
isn't
coffee
it?
industry. Coffee industry is already a multi-step process.
Having to wait on an animal to poop
We
it out.
we learned this from the game cafe.
Yes.
Like, you have to do this, and then this, and then this, and then this.
The civets eat the cherries from tree branches
Yes.
at night and then excrete them in the morning.
Yes.
The beans are then collected from the jungle floor where they are covered in cherry mucilage. The beans are then separated, washed, dried, and stored in a dark, dry place before being processed and roasted. Some say that the enzymes in the civets' stomachs remove acidic tastes from the coffee and give it new flavors. Others say that the bean selection process performed by the civets is the secret to the coffee's delicious blend. The civets only eat the ripest, most mature beans. Kopi Luwak can be expensive because of its small production quantity and the labor involved in the process.
We have to have somebody going out to pick up the cat poop.
Some companies, if you want to go buy some, that sell Kopi Luwak include Amazon, Kopi Luwak Direct, Kaya Kopi Luwak, and Volcanica Coffee. Some people have tried to replicate the civet's digested process without using animals. For example, researchers at the University of Florida have been granted a patent for one such process, and a Brooklyn-based startup has developed a patented fermentation technology. Vietnamese companies also sell an imitation Kopi Luwak that uses an enzyme soak.
I think people have too much time on their hands.
I have learned one thing.
People have too much time on their hands.
Kopi Luwak is not something I'm trying.
Nope.
Oh, thank you. Chapter Tasters Book Club is here. That's, I believe that's Mom Gamer. Let's see here. It was a bacteria joke. Oh, shove your back. Okay, gotcha. Let's see. Minks can wreck the bird nesting population if they grow too much in numbers, which is probably why they were hunted back in the day.
And they made beautiful fur coats for people in serious. I'm gonna go get my fox stole right now.
It's probably that they needed to control the population, and then they found out that these are soft.
Right. Oh, soft.
We can skin these and make some out of it. Yeah.
I should go get it.
How's
Have
the
you
Mission
never
Red
seen
Planet
it?
playthrough video coming? It's not. It's a civet that eats the beans. It was a bacteria.
Have you ever seen it?
Thank you, Matthew. For admitting it. Have
you ever seen the stole I have?
Probably not. I didn't even know it was a stole. Who did you steal it from?
I didn't steal it. That's the name of it.
Past tense of steal is stole.
I know.
Okay,
I'm gonna go get it.
China is a non-tropical country that is actually producing fantastic coffee right now.
Oh, I didn't know that. See?
The scorpions ate all the mink. Yeah, so they stay away
the scorpions
from Arizona.
in Arizona? Another reason not to go. There's no mink.
Never mind.
And
All sorts
scorpions.
are wrong. The coffee is called Kopi Luwak. Is First Class still on the docket for a solo play? Yes. It's actually sitting, the solo play is actually sitting on my desk. I just haven't got around to it yet. Hello, 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 lovelies. That was Mom Gamer. I don't always get my useless trivia correct. That's okay. There's a reason why it's useless.
I love you.
How was your week? Any good books you've read lately, Jessie?
No, I'm currently doing a Bible study that I'm kind of invested in, and I'm reading that a lot. It's the parables of Jesus, and the Bible study is on that, and that's really cool. I really want to buy the new Hannah McDonald book, but I just don't even know if I have time to read right now. But everyone says the new Hannah McDonald book is so good, and I loved. Oh no, not Hannah. I might have made up the name. Hold on. Hannah. It's the one that she wrote Alone. And Alone was one of my favorite books. I devoured it. I read it in...
She literally ate it.
I ate it.
Gave her a stomachache for 3 weeks.
It was so good.
Terrier says, so coffee is just roasted poop. Explains a lot. No, Terrier, Kopi Luwak.
Kristen Hannah. I'm pretty sure. Kristen...
Kopi Luwak is
Great
roasted
Alone.
poop.
This is one of my all-time favorite books, The Great Alone by Kristen Hannah. So she has a new book out that everyone is saying is amazing. And I don't know what it's called. I don't have it. I haven't bought it yet. It wasn't the women, but...
Mom Gamer
I think
says,
it was the Four Winds.
started setting up my studio, and it's officially the jankiest setup known to man.
No,
idea what I'm doing. It ain't easy, sir, and it's definitely ain't functional.
No. Our old house, we had it was pretty janky.
Yeah, it was. Well, it wasn't janky. It was just, it worked well for, I still have that thing, as a matter of fact. It worked well for...
What it was.
Yeah, it was a light bar that I didn't have to drill into the wall.
Yeah.
And I still have it, so I can still use it if I need it, but
it wasn't
I don't necessarily
janky.
need it.
We had help setting it up, but it was not as nice as this. This is much nicer.
Kristen Hannah, yep, love her.
I love her books.
Yes, that was a great book.
But she has a new one that everyone's raving about. What's it called? I want to read it. I don't even know what it's called.
Have either of you seen Nefarious? It was based on a book series.
No.
No. Nope. I have not. Matthew says he started reading Game of Thrones, and he is a Joffrey fan.
Oh, wow.
Derrier Halo says, I just read The Devils. Really enjoyed that book. I'm reading a book called Lead Like a Shepherd.
Oh, yeah, that's what you read. I read.
I haven't read that. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm close. And about your studio being janky, don't worry about it. Just get it functional.
Especially because they can't see it off camera.
Get it functional, and as long as it's functional, it's fine.
Yep.
And then you can make upgrades as far as as you go. Don't worry about the jankiness of it. Everybody starts off with janky.
Yep.
Guaranteed. And no, we have not seen Nefarious. I am finishing a series right now called The Terror, which is it's a TV series about the HMS Terror and what was the other ship that was with it. Anyway, they were trying to find a Northwest Passage. They get stuck in the ice and all that kind of stuff. So I'm fairly certain it's fairly based on history and not absolutely historical.
Right. It's scary.
Because there's a lot of freaky stuff going on. Let's see. So somebody else asked, waiting on the final. David Brownlee says, waiting on the final expansion for Heat. Did you do a review of Heavy Rain yet? No, I haven't. But I am going to be taking Heat to game day today because I want to try we just got Tunnel Vision in. Doug picked up a copy for us when he was over on the other side, and then as he was driving through back home, he just dropped it off. So, and I haven't tried Heavy Rain yet either. Mm-hmm. So I want to try both of them, and so yeah.
And we should have some people to play with. So
yeah, we will.
What we got? Are we here?
We also got Tales of Ethereal Knights. Doug picked that up yesterday. That's a big brick of a game. It's a boulder of a game. Super heavy, but it looks like it could be interesting.
I'm intrigued.
So, looking forward to doing that. Tunnel Vision. We got Monkey Palace in a couple days.
Oh yeah, we played that.
So that's what Doug bought us. Tunnel Vision, Monkey Palace, and Tales of Ethereal Knights. And he brought all those and dropped them off.
Yeah,
we played Monkey Palace day of, and that was interesting. Teardown is, oh my gosh! Here's the thing. Maybe if I have more players at the board and we're all working together to tear it down, it won't be as bad.
Also, I told him I was going to help.
I know, but you were doing something in the kitchen. You were doing something in the kitchen, and that was fine. I didn't mind. It's just that it kept going and going and going, and I'm like, I didn't know there were that many freaking pieces in the game. But it's like building a Lego kit, and then
cart-driven, like
no, it's like building a Lego kit. You have to kind of follow the directions. That's the rules. But then at the end of the game, you have to deconstruct the kit that you just built so that it can be built again using the same instructions.
Yes,
that's not really fun. That's just not fun. Playing the game was fun, but the end, oh man, I'm gonna have to see. We'll have to wait and see, but we'll. I don't know. Looking to read The Devils because I want to do a reflection on the book. Thank you so very much. Thank you for your encouraging words. Mom Gamer says, you're welcome. I bought Shadows over Camelot from a guy on Crazy Legs yesterday for $5.
Ooh,
wow! Was it just the base game or did it have expansion stuff in it? Because if it had, $5 for Shadows over Camelot base game, that's a freaking steal. But if it had all of the expansion stuff in it, bro, that is a huge find. Huge find. Well done, Scott. Bum 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 bum. Let's see. So we're gonna take. I want to get Tales to Amaze. I want to get 4 Gardens done. I want to buy because I got 4 Gardens, Dice Manor, and Mobile Markets, and I also have Sherlock 13. I might get that played as well. See how that goes. But there's a lot of, and then JT brought back Azul Duel.
Did he like it?
I imagine he does. He loves Azul, and he loves a lot of that. So I think they enjoy it. I think he had already played it once, and he wanted to show Mel.
Nice.
So
I forgot to ask. Is Mel doing the D&D too?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Yep. She's a druid.
Nice.
Yeah, that's another thing. We just started a new JT is DMing a new D&D campaign set in Midgard. So it's a Viking D&D. So yeah, I was all in. His wife Mel is playing a druid. We have another gentleman named Andrew. He's playing a berserker or a barbarian. I'm doing a Aasimar ranger. And then Bo is doing an Aasimar cleric. And then Brian is doing a human warlock. a female human warlock.
Okay.
And he's got this like backstory. All of the characters that he's played in the past and other campaigns are all part of the same family that have a curse.
Oh.
And they've all died.
Because of this curse.
And they've all been barbarians. And so now, to try to change the curse, they're sending out this girl.
That's funny.
Their daughter, the next line, and they think that maybe she will break the curse. That's part of his backstory. I thought that was funny.
That's awesome. Way to go, Brian.
David says, JT knows how to rope you in. Yeah, he knows how to rope me in. He basically just said, hey, let's do a in-person at my house D&D. I'm in. Then he said, hey, we're doing it Norse. You already had me, but okay,
Right.
cool.
Still here.
Chaosium just released Age of Vikings, the RPG, Icelandic saga style. I'm curious. Yeah, JT got this book. I don't remember. I haven't looked at the actual title or the cover of the book. So I don't know where he got it from, but he actually backed this book that he's using for it. It's based on 5e, of course, but we're also using like the 2024 edition of the 5e rules, which are slightly different. But anyway, yeah, we're looking like it's going to be pretty fun. We're going to have our first actual session next Friday. That's going to be where we actually begin. Last night was just kind of like, let's get your characters ready to go, basic introductions to the town that we're from and the world that we're in and all this other kind of stuff. So it was a good time.
Cool. Sounds fun.
Yeah. Got the ability in for $5 also, Scott says.
I'm going to go get my fox stole. It's like right there. You've never seen it.
Well, you just go get it. Just go get it.
I actually know exactly where it is.
Okay, well then go get it so we can stop talking about a dead fox that you wear around your neck.
I've never worn it.
Turn your mic off.
Oh.
Let's see. Mom Gamer says, I received a bunch of games today. Haven't unboxed them. Can't wait to do that. Mark Contreras, what's up, dude? Ever played Captain Sonar? Played it once 3 years ago, and it was the most fun I've had in board gaming. It is very fun. Yes, I have played Captain Sonar. It's a very cool team game, and it's really fun. So, oh my gosh. That's what that is?
Yes. Actual fox. And the last time it was repackaged was... $1993. My mom moved it from Alaska, probably. From Ellensburg.
That's a big fox.
Big fox. He's got a little clip.
Oh, that's...
And you put it on. Oh, I have to put my mic back on.
That's low-key disturbing.
I mean, if I'm a Viking, I need to wear my... It's a fox.
You realize we're going to get a whole ton of crap
wear
about
it
this.
like this. It's really soft. And you use this to clip. See, you look very Viking-like. It's the feet that freak me out.
There's so much else that freaked me out. Look, it's this. No, put it down. Put it down. This is what freaks me out more than anything else.
The eyes are creepy. I can't look at the eyes.
Help me! Help me!
It's been in my family for multiple generations.
I was just going poop, and somebody killed
You
me.
had to talk about poop again.
I did.
There you go. There, it doesn't, it still looks creepy.
You need a fox stole for a night at the opera.
Well, you need a fox stole if you're a Viking. There.
Oh, dang. That thing still has its head.
Yeah, and its tail. And his little
Oh, it
feet.
has all of its parts. Well, except for some of it.
It's empty.
It
like
has
his eyes.
ears.
His tail's cool.
It has teeth.
Go away. You're not going to eat this.
It doesn't have teeth, actually. I'm just kidding. Still has its nose. I'm sure the eyeballs are not original. You're literally putting a fox in a bag.
I'm putting this back in there because it kind of creeps me out. So.
I just want everybody to realize this is Jessie's, not mine.
This is mine, and it's from my family. But it was in the garage recently, so I saw it. You want to know what was on TV in 1993?
Mom Gamer says, oh my, I can't laugh. It feels wrong.
Okay.
Victoria says, LOL. Karen says, hello. Oh, Karen, you came in on the fox wearing part. Good. I think my aunt still has her fox coat.
Yeah.
No head on that.
Yeah, this one has the head and the tail and the feet.
Terrier Halo says, you can't become a member on an app on an iOS device. Have to use a web browser.
Oh, that's a
I don't know
bummer.
what that means. Anyway. Can be worn over the shoulders or clipped to the grill of your car.
No.
That would be a funny joke.
I mean,
You have a fox hanging on
it is a literal fox. It's also surprising how soft it is. You know, like.
It is much. It's not as coarse as
It's
you
not
would
coarse
think it
at
is.
all. It's actually really, really
Yeah, it's pretty soft.
soft. It's like bunny fur.
The reason I had the look on my face when you put it on my shoulders because I was expecting that coarse.
No, it's
fur,
not. It's actually kind of soft.
But it wasn't. It was pretty soft.
I'm sorry. There. Now we've gotten so sidetracked that we can never come back. So we should wrap up.
Yep, we do need to wrap up here in
Yes,
about
we
8
do.
minutes. I thought shawls were more like a boa, but made out of fur. That thing is just a skinned fox. Mm-hmm. Well, it's not a shawl. It's a stole because...
Fox stole with head, vintage. See?
See, that. No,
Yeah.
I don't like that picture.
$250 on eBay.
Because she's like standing there. Interesting. All right, here we go. Lightning round for the last few minutes.
I'm in.
Lightning round for the last few minutes. Give us a couple of, a this or that, and we have to choose one or give a third alternative to both. And it can be about anything. So we'll do lightning round for the last few minutes. Oh, close enough, Vanessa says. Shawls go like down to the waist, don't they? They're not just over your shoulders.
I'm not a fashioning person. I just know that this is called a stole. That's all I know. That's the end of my
Because your
fashion.
mom stole it from somebody. She said, "Did you see that fox I stole from
I
somebody?"
think it was my mom's great grandma's.
Your mom's great grandmother's. So that is
Like 4 generations.
great grandmother.
Mom.
So that's 3 generations ago. You would be the 4th.
Daphne would be the 5th.
She ain't gonna have that.
I'm not giving it to her. I'm just going to go put it up on her. She's not getting that.
That's what I'm telling you. Fox stole or European badger bag?
The thought of skinning a badger, those things are so nasty.
Not if you kill it first.
Holy crackers, those are bad.
I mean, the only reason they're nasty is because they're still sucking air.
they're- Yeah, it has the little feet and the face. I don't like the eyes, but a nose, it's really weird, right?
It's not bad.
It looks like we have an animal.
I
in the
saw that.
garage.
I saw that in
When
the
we
thing
moved.
when I was looking for my dice yesterday. I was like, "What the heck is that?" I didn't pull it out. I'm glad I didn't. I thought it was like something,
You would have freaked out.
some type of like.
Did you keep your pets?
Well, that's kind of what I thought. I was like, "Is that Sammy cat?" But no, that's not a
Sam
cat
Cat
fur.
was dark hair. But his ears are soft.
That's so freaky. Stop.
Touch it.
Put it away.
Touch it.
No. I'm not going to do
Touch
it.
the ears.
You're so weird. Hardcover or paperback books? I prefer hardcover. I prefer hardcover. Just because paperbacks get nastified real easy. Wait, this is from 1993.
Oh, we got some on ads.
You could buy a ice maker ready side-by-side refrigerator by Whirlpool for $550.
Or a 13-inch
Or
color
a new
TV. Wait,
a 13-inch color
that's like smaller than your laptop.
for $139 on sale. 30-inch ranges, ovens, $279. Dishwashers, $189. Large capacity dryer and washer, combined less than $500.
Oh, a whole satellite system for TV.
For $1,000.
With a decoder, dish positioner,
10-foot
mesh dish. Oh my gosh, that's huge. Receiver and electronics for $1,000.
Wow. In honor of Flag Day, we're giving away free flags to the first 400 people. No purchase necessary. What? So you could just go to Woodinville Home Appliance Center and get a free flag back in 1993 in June. That's something else.
Wait.
Legendary audio, car CD players, cellular phone sale.
Oh, do we get a Nokia?
And look at that cellular phone.
It's a Nokia. Can we get a Nokia? No, Motorola.
Motorola. Regular $119.95. I'm sorry, $119.95. Sale free. Motorola Ultra M $49.95. NEC P200 $99.95. A Motorola DPC 550 flip phone for $150. A Diamontel 22X for $370. My goodness. All phones include a car adapter.
Oh, I remember the car
And
adapter.
they're also selling pagers.
Yes.
Back in 1993.
And look, the movie of the Prelude to a Kiss with Meg Ryan and Alec Baldwin. They look like they're 12.
They do. My goodness.
Best films?
How to buy a home security system without getting robbed. ADT.
Car CD players. This was definitely.
Look at these cell phones. No, stop. Look at these cell phones. Look at the cell phones. This is a paper from 1993 in Woodinville. Check out the cell phones. That's amazingly strange. Anyway.
Okay, that's
we're
enough
totally
side jokes.
whiffing on
I know.
the...
Okay, go ahead. Catch
all right.
it.
That Japanese bacteria stuff or
Nope.
civet coffee?
Nope.
You have to choose.
We can always choose a better option, and that is neither.
And that's called life. We're just going to choose life.
I'm going to choose to live.
I have to go. Bible study starts in 30 minutes. Have to leave the house. See you later, Victoria. Thanks for being here. Role player or Fantastic Factories? Role player, probably.
Holy crap. You know how much kids' photos are?
Yeah.
You can get 80 photos for $12.95 at Kmart.
Yeah, there you go. Travel back in time or forward to the future?
Back in time, please.
Yeah, because you don't know what's going to be waiting for you in the future.
future is,
At least with history, we have an idea of what's waiting on you.
We can pick a certain date. We know what happened basically on that date. I don't know what's going to happen on the future.
European badgers are cute. North American badgers, not so much.
European badgers are more like weasels, are they? Is that why they're cute?
Sam, do you need to see yourself while filming, or do you just trust you'll fix it in editing?
Depends on what he's filming.
If your camera has a viewfinder, flip it around so that you can see it. It's going to possibly provide you with a mirrored image, unless you can change that in your camera's operating system or whatever it is. But it'll at least give you an idea of your framing and all of that.
That's what we do.
Stuff.
Ours are flipped, so we can look at our
viewfinder.
viewfinder.
Is flipped. Now, the problem with that comes along with that is that you're going to be tempted to look at the viewfinder while you're talking, and that's going to look weird because people are going to be able to see that you're focused
I look
that
a
way
little bit off.
and not down here
But
like
see,
this.
from here, I'm almost looking straight on. So
It feels like flying blind when I tried filming earlier without having any way to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have a viewfinder, flip it
that
around
around.
so you can see it. It'll at least give you an idea. Cellular bricks, more like it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Where were you in 1993?
My parents lived in Bellevue in 1993. I was in Cheney at Eastern Washington University.
I was in San Antonio, Texas.
In like my second
I was going to San Antonio Bible College.
Second year of college, about give or take
First
for me.
year for me. I graduated in 92.
I graduated in 89, but I didn't go right away.
Sounds like you were a slacker.
I was. I'm not disagreeing with that.
You
I
can
had
travel
to wait
93.
till my boyfriend was going.
I could travel to 93 and get a free flag. Yeah, that would be worth it.
Exactly. That's worth it.
Because I'd have to go to Woodinville. I don't want to go to Woodinville in 1993. And then photos of the kids. Yeah, get a free flag and photos of the kids.
I mean, for
80 photos.
For $12. Do you know how much school photos are?
And I would
They're
also
not
know which
$12.
stocks to buy.
Oh, yes.
That
for
is
sure.
correct.
So that's what I'm saying. Past, past, past. Hands down, past.
Yep.
Never the future. I don't want to go. I don't even want to go to tomorrow.
Silence or background music?
Background music.
Depends on what you're doing, actually.
I kind of always have music going.
If you're doing something active, having music in the background. Sometimes it depends. With a game, I do usually tend to like to have some type of background music.
Oh,
especially if it's thematic background music. Like if I'm playing a Star Wars game, having Star Wars, John Williams music going on in the background. That's cool. But silence also has if it's...
Sorry. Sam married me. There
it's a
is
movie
no
theater,
silence in this house.
If it's a movie theater, be quiet unless you're cheering about something that's in the show.
Like Minecraft.
Don't just sit there and talk. No, that's fine. I understood why they were doing that. I've done that too.
Yeah.
But they were cheering about stupid stuff.
Sheep.
I mean, the times that I have cheered in the theaters, it's been times like watching The Patriot and, at the end, my sons were better men. Finally.
Right.
It's stuff like that, but yeah. I'm Steve.
I totally did. They lost their
Weird.
minds.
But usually like silence. If I'm reading, I want silence.
I like that
because I
all
start
the time.
focusing on the lyrics of the song or the music or whatever, and I'm distracted now. I can't do that.
Picked Kids Bop the other. I choose Christian for kids. That's what we play at school. But sometimes I mix it up and I do like Kids Bop because then it's appropriate for the kids. They take out all the naughty. And we were listening to it and suddenly my whole class was singing. And I'm like, what is going on? Oh my gosh. I told the computer Alexa to stop the song, but my whole class knew the words to Pink Pony Club. And I was like, what is going on?
To what? Pink Pony Club? What is that?
I don't even know. All I know is that my kids were all singing. My entire class.
We always put thematic background music on when we play games. It's
that's
usually
fun.
sea shanties, much to the chagrin of our 19-year-old son. There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of the ship was the Billy O.T. No. Anyway.
Okay,
All right, we're out
gotta
of
go.
here. It's 10:34, hour and a half. That's usually what we keep these to. We got to get ready for the rest of our day. So, thanks for joining us. We will see you guys and gals on the flip side. We are not going to be doing anything on Monday because Monday is Memorial Day. And to clarify, Memorial Day is about those who have given the ultimate sacrifice. It is not Veterans Day, which is where you should be thanking people who have served that are still alive and honoring them for their service. This is Memorial Day, where you are honoring those who have fallen. So, by all means, give honor to where honor is due, to those who you know that are in military service or have served in military. Absolutely, you should be doing that on a regular anyway, but Memorial Day is to remember those who have fallen. So please keep that in mind this weekend throughout all of your other activities. We're going to be heading up to, I believe, as long as something else doesn't come up, we're going to be heading up to
visit some friends.
Okanagan County to visit some friends up there in Omak. So we're going to be doing that on Monday. And so, but do remember, take a few moments, at the very least, out of your day and remember those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom.
Make sure your flag is straight.
Make sure the flag is flying, yes. Yeah. And again, you should be doing that on a regular anyway.
Make sure it's...
But anyway, that is that. Thank you. This was wonderful. Thank you, Mom Gamer, for being here. By all, time to go play games. Pink Pony Club sounds like a cat house.
Ew.
Yuck. Anyway, we're out of here. Thanks for joining us. Have a happy Memorial Day. That sounds weird.
Weekend.
Have a somber Memorial Day. And we'll see you guys and gals on the flip side. See you on Tuesday for It Belongs to Museum. Take care.
Bye.